Rockeyez would like to welcome Eric Dalton, Kodiak. Hey, man, what's up? What's going on?
Nothing much, actually. We just been out doing showcases for labels and things like that.
Cool, cool. Any major labels or all indies?
Yeah, I don't even know if I'm allowed to say yet,
Uh-huh.
but we have another important showcase coming up later on the 27th in
Right,
LA at the Whiskey A Go Go. Uh, there's gonna be some label people there, and we're playing for opening up for Last in Line.
right. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, you're hooked up with them now, right? With Carmine?
Yeah, well, yeah, Carmine, Vinny's brother, Vinny plays in Last in Line,
Right.
and yeah, I got into Kodiak because I met the drummer when my last band was opening up for Last in Line, and after we played, the drummer asked me if I'd be interested in playing with him and his brother Chris and their band, and then that kind of just all fell into place.
Right, right. Now, your last band was Retrofeelya?
Yep, yep.
Right, yeah, because I watched some of the videos and stuff like that on that. It looked like you were progressing pretty good in that band.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely felt like that. And then we went out to LA for about 8 months, and then the other guys just felt like it wasn't really their thing anymore.
Right,
Like, it's definitely like, especially when you're in a city that's like so competitive. Like, there's millions of great musicians out there, so it's like it probably got the better of them.
right. Wow.
And then while I was out there, actually, I emailed Pete, my drummer in Kodiak, and I was like, "Hey, would you still interested?" Because we jammed a little bit before I left, and I told him like, "Hey, I don't know if this is gonna work out because I'm going out to LA." And but anyway, I emailed him when Retrofeelya was kind of falling apart, and they were like, "Hell yeah, man, let's do it."
Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, one of my staff writers just saw you live recently, and he's the one. His name's Mark Ballo. He said you got to get in touch with these guys and do an interview before they're out of touch and you won't be able to talk to them at all. So I thank him for that. You know, so
What show is it? Do you say or?
it had to be a Jersey show. It was
Oh,
recently, like
he's down there.
yeah. So like it has to be pretty recent. I'm not sure where he saw you. But he told me he saw you, and he's into like bands like Station, Tempt, and things like that. But he says
Hmm.
he really liked the band. And he told me to get in contact with you, so that's what I did. You know, so and the band started in 2018. It says Tom's River, but you're not from Tom's River, right?
No, yeah, that's we. The rest of the guys are from Toms River, and I'm in Waffenshire Falls, New York, and
Right.
it's quite a hike
Yeah.
between the two. But we make it work, and we meet up halfway down in this little rehearsal space called Smacktone,
Right.
and it's like an hour 15 each way for both of us.
Yeah, yeah, I know, 'cause there's a lot of shows I want to go up to see up at the Chance, 'cause Joe invites me up there. So, but
Right.
you're talking almost like a 2-hour ride for me, 'cause I'm in Woodbridge, New Jersey. So, like,
Yeah, that's a lot of dedication.
and I get up for work at 4:30 in the morning, so like
Yeah.
it's tough sometimes. But like if it's a really band I really want to see, I go anyway. So, but it's a lot of fun. And plus, I wish there was a place around here like the Chance because that has to be the best club for photographing shows.
Oh, I mean,
It's amazing.
that definitely for sure. Like especially like the club holds I think only 800 people, which I
Right,
mean compared to most of the venues we play at, that's the biggest. But
right,
the stage is definitely bigger for what that club holds. Like you definitely when you're a band, like even if you're not even signed to something, when you
right.
play that stage, you feel like you're someone.
Right, definitely, definitely. But I got to photograph Ace Frehley that was there a couple of years ago, and I was photographing from the balcony, and I mean
Yeah.
it was amazing because I got like stage shots and
Oh yeah,
everything
especially
out.
when you're up on that bird's eye view of the stage is definitely
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Now you had two solo albums that came out in 18 too. One was I guess a 5-track EP and or 5 songs. The other one was called "Light of My Life." Can you tell me anything about them two albums?
Uh, yeah, I did the one. It was really just like I had all these songs that I've been writing for the past few, well, back then, the past few years, and uh, really when the band Retrofeelya broke up, a lot of those songs were kind of like inspired, like lyrically from that,
Right.
and so I just wanted to get those out like off the back burner and just get them done. Just say I like feel satisfied that I did that for myself, and
Right.
then that kind of, like I said, Kodiak kind of took off from there. So that kind of my whole like solo thing kind of that got pushed back on the back burner.
Right. Yeah. Wow. Wow. And in 2019, you played Metal Hall of Fame in L.A. How was that show?
That was awesome, and we got on that because Carmine, him and his brother do the Drum Wars stuff
Right.
gig,
Yeah.
and he was playing that year, like headlining. So then he had us open up, and that was fantastic. We got to meet like a bunch of like idols of ours that we've listened to like from birth. and, then we actually were lucky enough; they asked us to come back this past January, so we went and played it again.
Cool. 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 Tell me a little bit about Eric Dalton Productions.
Oh, it's a recording studio based in Wapengers Falls, New York, and I pretty much do like a little bit of everything. Like at the moment, I have a death metal band I'm working on. I do country artists, hard rock. I have this singer that actually just came in today to do like cover some pop songs, and yeah, I like to do a little bit of everything. I don't like to just be like a one kind of
Right.
genre thing because I know like some studios like fall into that.
Right. Yeah. Cool. Cool. Now, when you were growing up, what music did you listen to?
Uh, it was pretty much like a handful of bands. It was AC/DC, Def Leppard, and Guns N' Roses, and from that I kind of like got more diverse when I got older. But for most of my childhood, it was all those bands.
Right. 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 You have any family members that were in bands or, influenced you in any way?
Well, my dad definitely for sure. He was the bass player for this old band DC Star back in the day,
Right. Uh huh.
and they used to play a lot with like Twisted Sister and I think Zebra a lot. Zebra, they just played the chance I
Right.
worked
Yeah.
with.
Yeah. 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 They're a great band. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, whenever Zebo plays, I try to get out to see them because they're you know excellent musicians. So
I think they, from the chance, I think he told me they held like the record of like most sold out shows there.
right, yeah, I
Like
bet you.
I think it's like 40 shows or something like that. It's pretty impressive.
Right, yeah, definitely. Tell me what it's like working at the Chance, getting to see all these bands come and go, and some very high profile artists.
Oh, it's definitely awesome. Like it's funny too. I was just thinking the other day, like because I was going to the Chance when I was like not even kidding. Like I was like 4 years old is when I think I saw my dad's first show there.
Right.
And the funny thing is, like I was up for like all the other bands, and literally right when his band hit the stage, I
Uh
fell asleep.
huh.
But it's funny because like never would I have thought like, hey, I'd be the house sound guy there like 20 years later.
wow.
But yeah, a show that I just did, John Five,
Right.
the guitarist from Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal, and it's amazing to just like be able to work with a guy at his level, and
Huh.
because he doesn't travel with a sound guy, which I was amazed of, and mixing them, that his band is just like a pleasure.
Cool. Cool. Cool.
And just talking to him too, because like he's just a normal guy, but he just has all the like the face paint and his whole outfit's like above and beyond.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. My friend went to see him down here too, and he says he's amazing. Great. You know.
Yeah, and I'm not really into instrumental music that much, but he like keeps it interesting the entire time. Like everyone that sees him is amazed.
Right. Wow. Tell me a little bit about Kodiak and when new music's coming.
We're in the process of writing new music now with Carmine. He produces us.
Right.
We're pretty much just like straight to the point, like hard rock band. We don't use any backing tracks, and it's just one guitar, bass, drums, and three vocals, and that's it. Like
Right.
I would try to keep it as minimal as possible and real as possible. Not that we're against like bands that do use backing tracks, because like a lot we listen to everything really.
Right. So how many songs are planned for the release?
I don't really know. I'm sure we want to have like a full length. We just have a couple that are released now, but we do have I think like 6 songs that are already finished. It's just a matter of when the time comes to put them out there.
Right. Wow. Will it be out this year?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Cool. 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 Can you tell me anything about any of the songs?
Um, the ones that haven't been released yet, there's more about like just being like the standard stuff about being in a band and our own experiences about it, and just overcoming like impossible things, and just like other songs about like just help people get through the day, and just how I like to write lyrics that are more like how this is the point of the song, but you fill in the blanks.
Right. Yeah. Cool. That's cool. You know,
Yeah.
definitely cool. So, what are your hopes for the rest of the year?
Really, for Kodiak is just writing great songs, of course, and getting the name out there at a higher level, and hopefully, possibly signing to a label. We'll see. I think we're getting close to that.
Cool. Cool. Will you release any more solo stuff?
Um, it's not. It's definitely a thought I have. It's just at the moment where all my focus is really getting Kodiak out there. Like I don't want to sidetrack people that like listen to my stuff and then be like, "Hey, what are you doing with Kodiak?"
Right. Yeah. Wow. You have any other projects in the works?
Not at the moment. It's really between the chance and recording at the studio, and then with Kodiak doing their stuff. It's pretty busy all the time.
Right. Right. When you were younger, did you collect anything?
Um, I had like too many ACDC shirts. I think it was like at least 70 ACDC T-shirts.
Wow. Wow. They were a
Yeah,
great band
pretty
anyway.
crazy.
You know, that's a good band to collect. You know.
Yeah,
So.
I saw them about like 3 times when the Black Ice tour was going on,
Right.
and
Yeah.
like that was my favorite band. So like my parents like they got me like the best seats they could, and it was like eighth row center at like Madison Square Garden.
Right.
Then I think I was like second row center at MetLife, and they're definitely like I consider like a timeless band. Like everyone's always gonna love them.
Cool. Cool. You have any concern about this coronavirus that you know the band will go out and um, not go out or whatever?
um, you know, I'm not really concerned of it. I know the guys like say like, hey, when we fly out to LA, we should all like wear masks and gloves and stuff. Like, yeah, and I mean, yeah, sure. Like, I definitely. I mean, being the singer, I definitely don't want to get anything. But they were also making like some joke, like, hey, with all the concerts being canceled, I think they're going to be needing bands, so maybe we'll get something out of it.
Yeah, cool. Definitely cool.
Yeah,
You know, it should be interesting. I'd like to know myself where this thing's gonna go to. So, you know,
right,
I work in a on my other job. I work in a supermarket, and hundreds of people come by me every day. You know, so like, how
right,
can I stop? What, I can't stop working. You know,
right.
so like, I'm not concerned about it at all, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine being like a flight attendant or like just someone that works at a hospital or like a urgent care.
Right? Yeah. You know,
I mean, you're around it all the time.
yeah, you got to keep on going, you know, no matter what. So, you know, Eric Dalton, Kodiak, it was great talking to you. You know, I wish you the best of luck with the new album coming out and stuff like that. Would you like to say anything to the fans out there?
Keep listening,
Uh huh.
and there will be new music out soon. I promise.
Cool, cool. Where can people get in touch with the band?
Well, social media we're under We Are Kodiak,
Uh huh.
and that's pretty much like the best way because we are constantly posting new stuff and just photos of what's going on and whatnot.
Cool, cool, cool.
Like yeah, Instagram, Facebook.
Definitely. I also like to thank Joe Rapp for, you know, give me some, you know, insight in you, and he helped me with a couple of the questions. So, you know, I thank him and I thank you, and
Yeah, Joe's a good guy.
yeah, good luck, man. Talk to you later.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Bye
Bye.
bye.